You're good.
Thank you.
Good morning. We'll call the governance committee meeting to order. The first item on the agenda is to accept the minutes from the October 16th, 2024 meeting. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Minutes are accepted. Next portion of the meeting is public comment. If anyone would like to address the governance committee, they have 5 minutes. We just asked it to you give us your name and address. So we'll open the public comment. If anyone just to address us. And your name is?
Geez, John, from Binghamton, John Solak is my name. On your website, and I'm not a fan of diversity, equity, and inclusion. For all the obvious reasons, but on your website, it states your commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. So what do I see here before me? But more importantly, what do I see on the webpage? Well, I see, as far as the board goes, one politically connected woman, European, and the rest seasoned gentlemen, if I may call you. But as far as diversity and equity and inclusion, and I know this is not an ethnicity, you're all white. Now, on the team member, what do I see? Well, I see, the team is composed of white women. So to me, if I'm running this place, if I'm on this board, you know, very subtly, I'd say, what the heck have we got that on the webpage for? With the pictures of a white board and a white team. What have we got? I mean, is somebody gonna put on a Native American costume and at least make me feel good? You know?
If you were on the board, you'd have another white male.
Yeah, but I would be able to spot, I'd be able to spot, well, I think what we do, we run a 23andMe thing. Because, you know, that line of the caucuses there, there's a lot of activity that was there a long time ago that, of the thundering herd, you know, I mean, to me, it's like embracing the hula hoop for physical fitness, you know? I mean, all of a sudden, when I was a kid, we went from, regular jumping jacks and push-ups and that, and the hula hoop came in, and all of a sudden, everybody in gym class was doing the hula hoop. So this is another hula hoop. So you're either committed, and I know that the Dan Reynolds and the county legislature, I know that they I guess do the appointments here. So I think that's interesting. Now, how much time have I got? Who's keeping track?
We have about, well, less than 4 minutes.
Oh, okay. I requested in July, I think it was, I requested the employment agreement between, I guess the additions to it. And I was told that I couldn't have it, there was a document, but I couldn't have it because it was unsigned. Well, apparently, you have done something, in secret about it. And quite frankly, I'm disappointed because to me, it was no explanation given is very suspicious. I mean, nobody can tell me how Stacy Duncan worked 40 hours a week here and 40 hours a week at the chamber. And it's unexplainable and it should be explained. And, you know, I don't think it does you any good. I mean, some of you have got professional licenses, some of you are in highly regulated businesses. This doesn't wash at all. And, you know, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but it wasn't handled well and it wasn't explained. One more thing, and, you know, I was perusing, and this is a good thing, and you know, the only thing that I care about now, really, to be honest with you, is freedom of speech. And this is a good venue, one of the better venues, believe it or not. There's still people that don't want to comply with the Constitution in the United States right here in this community. But one of the things that the Emmy School Board did and put on the website is they put on the website that, and this is regarding executive sessions, that potential litigation is not purview to executive session. So what I do, and when I go to these meetings and I see an executive session is going to be taking place for litigation, I go to the public record. I go to the county clerk's office. I go to the PACER for the federal system. And when I see an executive session with no corresponding litigation file, what am I to think? What am I to think that somebody's being sued, in The Hague? So, that's, I kudos to that. It's all how it depends, an organization is run. And, so I think I've exhausted that subject. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to address the governance committee at this time?
Sure. My name's Dave Drew. I'm here as the developer for the Riverside Gardens redevelopment project on behalf of Square Deal Partners, which is my company, along with my partner Eddie Pizzino. We're delighted to have your attention today as we present the project.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Anyone else would like to speak at this time? Okay, close that session of the meeting. First resolution on the agenda, a resolution accepting an application from Square Deal Partners LLC, the company, for a leaseback transaction to facilitate the financing of the renovation and equipping of the property and building at 400 Riverside Drive, the village of Johnson City. Provide for a sales and use tax exemption benefit in an amount not to exceed $355,542. Provide for a mortgage tax exemption in an amount not to exceed $119,000. Provide for a real property tax exemption in an amount not to exceed $4,710,000. And authorizing the agency to set and conduct a public hearing with respect thereto.
Okay, thank you, Chairman, and good morning, everyone. So yes, we have the first application. So today's purpose is to review the application for acceptance and inducement of a public hearing on behalf of Square Deal Partners LLC. You just heard an introduction from Dave Drew, one of the partners on this project. Square Deal Partners LLC project proposes the renovation of the former Davis College in the village of Johnson City to the Riverside Gardens project, which will blend residential living and commercial spaces. The development will feature 67 housing units equipped with fitness, gaming, and recreation centers, as well as amenities open to the public, including restaurant, gymnasium, and outdoor grilling area. Security measures will include advanced technology like surveillance cameras, key fob access, ensuring a safe and comfortable environment. The project will focus on revitalizing the existing structures and transforming former dormitories into offices into modern apartments that meet today's market demands. Functional units will be maintained in their current footprints with selective conversions of office spaces, houses, and dorm rooms. Square Deal Partners are a local investment group. They have witnessed firsthand the challenges with small towns and villages and look to provide new housing for new members of the community. They're looking at the full renovation of this project. Some of the project cost dynamics on this is total of $15,199,199,069 with a total job count of 10 for full-time and 6 part-time employees with a total payroll over a 3-year term of roughly $420,000. They purport to create 155 construction jobs totaling $4.1 million respectively. There is a project review form. A cost benefit analysis shows a strong public benefit on this. I will note the reason why this is considered a slightly deviated pilot is in, if you look at the pilot schedule, in order to ensure that there is no reduction of taxes in the first 2 operational years of the pilot, we amended the percentage of abatement to ensure again that the tax payment does not go decrease from current taxes. So there's a slight adjustment in those years. Dave Drew and Eddie Pizzino from Square Deal LLC is here if the board has any questions.
Real quick, Stacy, sorry, in your folder, you'll find, some new renderings.
It is market rated, yes.
Did you guys acquire the whole property? I'm sorry, Jesse, what do you do with the library? Is that gonna be, is that gonna come in big?
Open house in the office.
Okay, I can say that more than you know. From the post office?
Will be the post office.
Post office, thing?
Yes, it is.
Who's your target market for the apartment?
Ideally, I mean, what we found locally was that, there was really a gap in the housing market for, young professionals, people who are coming out of engineering school, young engineers and architects in that segment, and healthcare professionals as well.
The center. There's a couple single family houses on that property too. I think the president used to live in a house at one time there.
Yeah, there are 5.
What are you gonna do with those?
Renovate them and rent them.
Down or rent the houses, the houses? All right. And then we found it, rent those. Yeah.
I have a question about, I was reviewing the application for your employment things, how long is your construction gonna last?
Well, so we have a period, worst case 24 months, but we're expecting about 18 months. The budget is for 14 in the construction budget, but I think, between start time and finish time, there's probably a buffer of 2 to 4 months there.
And I'm sure the projected employment on page, what is it, 9 and 10 for payrolls? I mean, what was it, 4.13 million for construction jobs? If you were basing that on a yearly average, that's only 26,000 a year. For minimum wage is $15, that's 30,000.
Right, I think the variance in that number we're working through FOS as the GC. Who provided us with those numbers, and I think the variance there is because, there may be some people coming and going.
Sure, we're construction the whole way, but then on the permanent employees, there's 4 of them. And it's listed as 110,000, that's below minimum wage,
Okay,
that should be at least 120,000.
if these are FTEs,
That's for your full-time employees, you have 4 full-time employees, 110,000.
right,
And then, so that should be at least 120. I don't know what effect that has on your application or whatever. And then also I noticed that page 18 and 19 are missing out of our packet from your application. And that's the labor utilization. Well, also I want to commend you because you did do an RFP on Builders Exchange, and that is how you should solicit for local labor. So you've done the right thing there, and I have access to that, the rest of the board doesn't. And that would give them the information that FOS is or some of the board
And
doesn't.
then the local, and that those labor utilization reports would be provided prior to any vote to approve the benefit.
Right, for the benefit, yeah.
The FOS will likely fill those out and get those back.
that was it, I don't
To,
think they
yeah.
finally chosen all the stuff.
Because you haven't chose yourself, I saw the RFP.
Yeah, they're not-
So, yeah, I just.
At this stage, for the acceptance and inducement, they're still likely reviewing bids and putting. it together, so that would
I just wanted
Yep.
to point those things out and commend you on doing it the right way.
Thanks,
Looking
Terry.
for local labor, so.
Okay.
you have
We'll take another look at the FTE.
Yeah, I think that was, yeah, that's it, thank you.
Dave and I will have a conversation and for next month. I'll figure it out.
For the final approval.
Yeah, I'll update the cost benefit and the project review if need be.
Actually, it's gonna make the cost benefit look better.
Mhm.
It
Because the
will.
wages.
Right,
will
'cause
be-
wages-
Wages will go up,
Right.
correct, right.
Any additional questions or comment at this time? Is there a motion? Is there a second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion is approved.
Oh,
Resolution two.
yeah, you can-
The next resolution authorizing the executive director to select an architect and engineering firm for the redevelopment of the land located at 600 Main Street in the town of Union, and to enter into an agreement with respect thereto.
Yes, so, this fall, we solicited a request for qualifications for engineering services, to support our FAST grant award from New York State for the redevelopment of the 600 Main Street site in the town of Union. This includes the raising of the site out of the floodplain, a portion of the site, I should say, and as well, bringing some of the necessary road infrastructure and potentially any utility infrastructure into the site to essentially build out a shovel-ready, market-ready pad, for our purposes. We received five qualification, statements. We are interested in pursuing, working with, the team of Ramble and, LaChase. So today's action authorizes me to begin, essentially to carry that forward through the development of a contract for services that would come back to the board.
So, and then you had five, so how'd you make a decision based on, low bidder or just?
Well, just, these are just qualifications, all very strong firms. What we liked about the proposal with Bramble was experience with doing similar projects in flood in significantly flooded areas and doing flood mitigation work, specifically with regarding to displacement, also structural engineering, experience related to settling, some of their heavy industrial they're working on the Micron project. They've worked on Marcy Nano Center, similar dynamics with some of the natural,
Nature of the
the
project.
nature, exactly. So, they proactively brought on the team of LaChase, so we think it's a nice, team to work with to advance our grant application to the state.
Can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
What's the chase's role in this?
Um,
I'm
they-
new to this. I'm sorry.
Oh, essentially, I mean, so the engineering and design would also incorporate, cost estimate for construction as well,
Thank you.
simultaneously.
Any additional questions, comments at this time? Is there a motion? We'll move. Is there a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution is carried. Approved. Next resolution, a resolution accepting an application from Archuska Productions LLC. And authorizing a New York State and local sales and use tax exemption in an amount not to exceed $15,664 for a term not to exceed 12 months, consistent with the policies of the agency, connection with the renovation and equipping of the property and building located at 49 Court Street in the city of Bennington.
Yes, this is for, continued, renovations at the Metro Center owned by, Marchuska Productions LLC. This is the enhancement of, some of this office, space there for a new tenant. The total project cost of this is, excuse me here, on page. Total project cost on this is $381,300. Of that, $195,800 is estimated as, New York State sales tax eligible. Their exemption would be $15,664. We have approved several, sales tax programs for the ongoing renovations for this property, as they secure new tenants to the space.
This is for the engineering firm that's coming in there, or this is a different tenant?
This is a different tenant.
Yeah, Ramble's already done.
Ramble's
They did that
already-
one last year.
Okay.
This one was for, I don't know if I can,
So
That's not public yet.
announced,
yeah, I don't know, I don't, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. No, the good news is another tenant.
Yeah, another.
The downtown Bennington, so that's good.
Joe's got a lot of neighbors over there.
Yeah, right. That's good. He's a big trouble.
I got bags.
Yes, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Some rabbit will run in there.
Parking lot's packed, I can tell you that.
Probably like
Yeah.
that.
Mhm. Does look nice on there.
Is there any additional questions or comment at this time? Okay,
Comment on their application, it's done well, there's no doubt about who they're using, they're all local people.
Yes.
They're
we already
good.
have
We
it all.
did the, it's a piece where we worked with them,
we should put some miles on,
you know, how to do
This
this.
is what we want to see. Yeah, it's not a bad idea to put a model up, you know. Hypothetically. Okay, is there a motion? Is there a second?
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Motion is carried. I don't think we have any other business at this time, so, is there a motion to adjourn? Is there a second?
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we're adjourned.